Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, today I'm not in the studio. As you can see, this place, they call it Treasury Square. It's in Mombasa County. Just check the place. Now, this is a place I choose to deliver a message that Cleophas Malala has just unleashed. And this message is about the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua and the people who have been planning this impeachment. I will not waste your time with so many stories. Cleophas Malala has mentioned CECIL MBARIRE, the chair of UDA, and ICHUNGWA to be the people who are hell-bent in making sure that Rigathi Gachagua is kicked out. They think that they did Rigathi Gachagua a favor by making sure that he was the one who was picked as the running mate. So because of that reason, their plan has been, how do they remove Rigathi Gachagua from that position of a deputy president?
From the Mount Kenya region, and was instigated and propelled by Mrs. CECIL MBARIRE and Mr. ICHUNGWA. These two want our deputy president out so that they can strategically position themselves within the emerging political realignments.
I want to first of all remind you that these problems of Rigathi Gachagua started the moment William RUTO talked about having a running mate who comes from a female gender. This is the first time these problems started to be experienced. So could it be that CECIL MBARIRE was slowly planning to be the one to replace Rigathi Gachagua? Or were they doing it on behalf of someone? Who is this that was bankrolling this impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua? Before I answer all those questions, I want to take you to a video of Cleophas Malala making these very disturbing comments. But before you do that, please like this video. It's so important. If you like this video, I'm so grateful for everyone who has been liking our videos. I don't take that for granted. Subscribe to our channel if you've not subscribed before, and to existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support. Now let me take you to this video of Cleophas Malala. I want you to listen carefully to what Cleophas Malala is saying, because there are very important things that Cleophas Malala has pointed out, and he's even going to an extent of saying that he has so many evidences that will pin down CECIL MBARIRE and will also pin down ICHUNGWA as to be the people who want Rigathi Gachagua removed. So just listen to what Cleophas Malala said.
For the sake of obtaining orders to stop the process of my replacement by the UDA party and the registrar of political parties until my substantive issues are fully heard and determined by the internal party organ responsible for disputes, that is IDRC. While I am pursuing this process and to ensure non-interference with the proceedings, I am demanding, therefore, that Mrs. CECIL MBARIRE and Mr. ICHUNGWA step aside as UDA party officials, because their actions and intentions clearly portray them as having ill motive against the UDA party they purportedly serve and might interfere with this matter. I make the assurance that by the time I am done presenting all the remaining 17 issues before the IDRC, Mrs. CECIL MBARIRE and Mr. ICHUNGWA and their accomplices, who shall be known soon, will have no moral or political standing to hold any position, whether at the party or in public service. I have also written to the registrar of political parties, who already instigated the process of my replacement, and asked her to hold the replacement process pending the hearing and determination of my petition. This matter also attracted the attention of the UDA members who are here with me today, who I am informed also have written to the same registrar contesting my replacement. Thus, there are grounds for the registrar to stop the same under the Political Parties Act until this matter is dispensed within. The registrar of political parties also directed the UDA party to hold elections within 180 days and for the avoidance of doubt. Therefore, I am announcing today that I will be seeking to retain the position of the Secretary General of UDA Party when party elections are held, to get a direct mandate from party members so that a few early risers with ill motive will never again contemplate meeting secretly at 5 a.m. under heavy security to demean a ruling party by illegally removing a service.
Now, very well, ladies and gentlemen, this is symbolizing an end to UDA. There is something there that Cleophas Malala talks about, that when he came to UDA, when he joined Kenya Kwanza, first of all, he says that he came with people, that if he's kicked out, then he will have to go with people. What Cleophas Malala is in very many words trying to say is that he is part and parcel of the formation of UDA, or rather Kenya Kwanza. Now, because of the way or the manner in which he was kicked out, he will retaliate. One thing that he will do is that he'll make sure that the people who joined UDA because of him will all of them get out of UDA and leave UDA to be a shell. I mean, Rigathi and William Ruto will find themselves with a UDA which is just a shell. You see, what Cleophas Malala said there cannot just be wished away, because already there are talks that in Mount Kenya, some leaders, especially Ferdinand Waititu, are planning of forming another party, a party that will replace UDA in Mount Kenya, because they are seeing UDA to be a party of the Rift Valley. And by the way, this is something that I've always said in this channel. If you've been following our videos, there's a time last year I said, by the time it reaches 2027, UDA will only exist in Rift Valley. And going by what is happening now, actually that is what is being experienced, and that is what is being witnessed. Already people like Ferdinand Waititu are talking about forming another party. They can't go back to Jubilee. Of course, the plan was to wrestle Jubilee from Uhuru Kenyatta. Then once that was done, then Rigathi Gachagua would probably be the party leader. But that never worked. Kioni held on to the party, and Uhuru is still the party leader of that party. So because of all these things which are coming out, what Cleophas Malala is saying, is still in line with what is going on in Mount Kenya. UDA, if at all Cleophas Malala is saying that he's going to walk out with people, that he's saying that almost, I don't know how many, there's a number he mentioned there, that he'll walk out with those people and leave UDA to be a shell. If CECIL MBARIRE and ICHUNGWA maybe actualize their plan of impeaching Rigathi Gachagua, of course we know that is not going to happen, especially with the renewed blossom between Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua. This plan of ICHUNGWA, if at all that is the case, it might not work. It will not work. CECIL MBARIRE's plan might not work, especially after this after what is happening now, because Rigathi and Ruto are on a campaign trail, and the chemistry between these two leaders is one that is a bit shocking. It's a bit different from like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago. Right now, what is happening there is that Rigathi seems to have found, seems to be rejuvenated in his quest to, to make sure that William Ruto becomes re-elected in 2027. All these things are happening at the time where Cleophas Malala feels that he has been sidelined after fighting for UDA, when UDA needed them the most. Because I want to understand one thing, that the person who convinced Mudavadi to join UDA or to join Kenya Kwanza is Cleophas Malala. Cleophas Malala is the one who's credited with that. So because that is the case, Cleophas Malala believes that he's amechangia sana kwa ule katika hii serikali ambayo iko mamlakani. Sasa anasema kwamba yeye kama atafukuzwa venye alifukuzwa, basi itabidi atoke na watu wengine wengi. How is this going to work, ladies and gentlemen? Just go below in your comment section and tell us whether you think Malala has the muscle to walk out with people just like Raila did in 2002 when he walked out with people from New Kanu. Now perhaps if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until we catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.